So what we see about Simon was that he had influenced the entire city on every social, economic, and educational level. One of the ways he was able to bewitch them with his sorcery was because he had used his sorcery for a long time to influence them. And this means that the deeper that you are under the subjection of a thing, the greater hold it has on you. So this is why a lot of times when you start to talk to people about things that they are tied to that are not of God, they start to make excuses for it. They're lukewarm about it. They are desensitized to its powers on them, to its control over them, to its impact on them. They'll act like, oh, it doesn't matter. That's not a big deal. That doesn't bother me. You say, you shouldn't watch those movies. Oh, those movies don't have no power over me. Oh, you should not go to that place. Oh, that place doesn't have any power over me. Oh, you should not be a part of that group. Oh, that group, those things don't have no power over me. And it is because the longer you are under something, the greater hold it has on you. Now, according to Apostle Hopkins' book, sorcery is defined as magic, sorcery, I will also add that to include divination, manipulation, magical arts, cunning arts, spells and hexes, twisting of words, seducing words, enticing words and acts, confusion, presenting double-mindedness, which causes you to have to choose, and oftentimes that choice is rooted in confusion, which causes you to choose out of your desires or out of lust or enticement rather than the word of God, rather than truth and what's best for you. Rituals and spells, root work and hoodwinkings. Okay? Now, bewitchment, according to Apostle Ivory book, means to be astounded, insane. That's wild. Bewitchment means insane. And this is a biblical definition that he has listed here. To be amazed, to make astounded, to be beside oneself, to wonder, to be bewitched. And I would like to include that bewitchment means to be controlled in your thoughts, to be bound in your thoughts or in your perception, to have a pressure or presence upon your mind where you can't see truth, you can't hear truth, Bewitchment means to be blinded. So oftentimes when you're bewitched, a spirit will come up on your head and wrap around your head like a crown. So instead of having on the helmet of salvation, you have on a mind-binding or mind-blinding spirit. And some people can literally feel this spirit, its tentacles pressed in and around its head, pressed in its eyes or nose, muzzled upon its mouth, pressed in the back of the head, and just even in the bottom of the neck, even down upon the shoulders. They can literally feel this bewitchment at times like a vice grip. And sometimes people who have migraines, headaches, or tension headaches, they would tell you that they feel like there's something up on their head. And usually it is a mind-binding or mind-blinding spirit, or some type of fiery dart that is applying pressure to really bewitch them into that affliction. Okay? And so I just want you to get a clear picture of what is occurring. And so if that thing is upon you for a long time, then it really becomes part of your armor or your identity, and you don't even really know it's there anymore. What started off as a pressure or confusion or double-mindedness, affliction, blindness, just now become part of you, where you don't see that part of your life anymore as bad. You don't hear truth because its tentacles is in your ears, so you don't hear truth. You don't hear anything. You're dull to that area. It has gripped upon the back of your neck, the back of your skull, even down to your shoulders. So you have become stiff-necked about that part of your life because you're being controlled and maneuvered in the bewitchment of that spirit, that oppression that has come upon you, where you don't even know you're stiff-necked, where you don't even know you're prideful about it or haughty about it, in thinking that this doesn't bother me, this is not going to hurt my life, this is not impacting my life. You can't tell because it has literally become part of your identity, part of your personality. It has become like skin upon you. It has really recreated you, okay? It reformed you in another image that's like God, but is a form of godliness. Because it's a helmet upon you, but it's not the helmet of salvation. It's the helmet of idolatry. You're mind-binded to that thing. You are mind-blinded to that thing. I want you to really understand and see how this thing operates. And so you're wondering, why can't I see this sin is wrong? Why can I not see this person is wrong? Why can I not see this organization is wrong? You can no longer see. You can no longer hear. You can no longer be controlled by God or by your own will, because that spirit or oppression, that doctrine has locked itself upon you, and now it's controlling you. It has become sorcery and divination upon you, bewitchment upon you. We're just processing.